Look in my eyes, dip inside, out of control.
Excuse me? No way. Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So as you can tell here, I am up and early to check out, yes, Perplekiss's newest song here called memeM, the MV for an all. Now we went through all of the MV teasers and the highlight medley for this era. I didn't expect it myself to do it. I only did it just for the purpose of not being able to check out the MV here today, but I woke up super early for you guys to do this, and then eventually way later on in April I'll be doing the album review, so stay tuned for that. Aside from that, let's just get into memeM now. Alright, so I brought it up here, memeM by Perplekis. I got the English captions on and all. However, I am seeing a save here in the first frame called brain memory storage. Interesting, huh? But let's just get into it. Oh, it's Yuki here. Whoa. Oh. PK, stay tuned. Ooh. Wow. This pre-chorus here though. Okay, Cherry. Tell him, Swan.
Look in my eyes, dip inside, out of control.
Excuse me? No way. Ire's got lines there. What is going on? Whoa! What's crazy about this song? Like, the tempo just continues to shift and shift when these other sections are being done as the song progresses on this very trap heavy beat. Whoa. Wait. That felt so quick, guys. But this was so good at the same time. Hold up. Hold up. About 3-ish minutes, I'm sure, like at the beginning with the safe, it cuts out some, I'm gonna have to double check, but even though this was not like a 2 minute, 40-second song, those short songs that like need way more time, more to it so I could actually love it even more. This song, I have not heard anything like this before when it comes to title track wise. The fact that they utilize, trap, but then it came through with this gnarly drum and bass, how it's utilized in this is quite interesting, I've got to admit. There's more emphasis during certain lines. There's definitely more emphasis during certain sections with the drum and bass. But the fact that the tempo and like, the BPM or whatever, right? It's shifting. It continues to shift and shift. It speeds up, it slows down, it speeds up, it slows down. And I really dig that kind of element and surprise factor in the song. Speaking of surprise factor in this, that verse 2, can we just talk about verse 2 a bit? That verse 2, when Swan came out of nowhere and then just totally put me into a trance. I'm not sure about you guys. I mean, her voice just honestly has that effect. And then seeing Ire follow it up, I mean, I think this has to be the Purple Kiss title track where Ire has a good amount of lines. I'm not saying like a lot, but a good amount of lines in this, admittedly, and we love to hear it. We love to see it, guys. I mean, I've been saying that quite a bit. I was like, I wish I got a little bit more Ire. I wish I got a bit more Jian, and I feel like this is the title track that showcases them more in that the best kind of manner, I'd have to say. The pre-chorus, though. The pre-chorus, if I recall correctly, I mean, you're comboing off of Goen and Swan. One of the best vocals coming from their generation. And I'm like, no way that this is happening. Also, Chaein, though. Chaein popped off this era as much as Yuki did. We know Yuki coming through with her own lines. We saw it based off of the track highlight medley, I should say. And yeah, all in all, I really love this. Where my stance is it my favorite title upon first listen? Not necessarily. I think this comes really close underneath Zombie, which is my favorite title track by Purple Kiss to date, I'd have to say. And I think that has to be due to the first listen aspect. I feel like with more listens, I'll love this song with even more and more listens, getting used to the tempo that's ever so slightly shifting in this song. And but I feel like there were a lot of iconic lines within the lyrics of this song, guys. Truly, I feel like there was. So I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee here, and then we're gonna bring this back up and then break things down that I truly love. I think arrangement, song structure wise, nothing extraordinary. And I think here's the thing, guys, I would say from the previous generation, the artists coming and idols coming before Purple Kiss, there's a lot of focus when it comes to hooks, or I would say bridges in a song. And these days, in the last couple of years, I have to say, if anything I've learned, you don't need catchy hooks to have a really good song, or to have a catchy song. You could have a post-chorus to make the song super catchy. You could not include a bridge at all and somehow make it work, which is the rare cases for me in terms of my taste. But you could have like a post bridge and all that stuff, or you could kick it off with the chorus right away. But memeM here essentially just kicks it off with a verse 1. And I like how it doesn't take time to kick up with the verse 1. And then, yeah, enough talk, guys. Let's just get back into the second. Let's get into the second listen now. It's just so much to take in, right? And then, right, okay, so right here. This verse 1 with going, as some of you may do be the bias for me, as some of you guys may know, just the attitude, you know, the attitude to kick off this song. I think it really sets the tone of the song, right? I'm not gonna follow what others do. Tell them. If anything I've learned, guys, I mean, ever since the, of course, pre-debut, showcasing some rock, debut, their B-sides that mess with R&B. I mean, they are one of the few coming from their generation that is simply doing their own thing, staying in their own lane, and just say, hey, we're Purplekiss. We're gonna do what we're gonna want to do, and they're not gonna follow what others do. Tell them. Now, what was interesting here is like these synths. I feel like these synths add so much to the song. I feel like if these synths weren't added, if the synths weren't added, I don't think it would be as good as it is. And then there's other elements that I'm trying to, and instruments trying to identify. memeM. That like PK stay tuned, super iconic. I'm pretty sure we can agree on that. Us Plories, right? Then the dum 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 dum. You know, when I say like, when it comes to lyrics, you know, I've said this in the past before. I feel like when you got ad-libs, and obviously this is not any sort of ad-lib or like anything like that, by the way. But when you got ad-libs going like skirt, you know, whatever, all that nonsense going on, I feel like when you add that in, super unnecessary, right? But this oh, sorry. And then the memeM, I feel like there's quite a bit of sing-along factor potential when it comes to these lines, you feel me? So if anything, I don't think these lines are like detracting anything from the song, but more so adding that sing-along factor to it potentially. There's that bass, that distorted bass that is done quite a lot in the song, but the way it breaks down, and I believe it shifts now, right, in this pre-chorus with going. This is where the song starts elevating, right? But the fact that we kicked it off, right, there with going, and then it transitioned to Swan here to elevate it even more and come through with her own unique vocal tone and color. It's just, wow. As if you're under a spell. Yeah, I am under a spell. memeM. I was like, let's go, Chaein. Like, how the hype that I'm giving off from each and every member's presence, especially especially Che in here in this like very, oh my, so deadly, but in this like, I wouldn't say necessarily it's like tin foil, but it's like that foil type of material surrounded her. But look at it, she's all up in the camera. The distorting that's going on, but then that snare. And man, I don't know. I'd say like song-wise, with more listens, it's gonna be 10 out of 10. MV-wise though, MV-wise, man, there was so much potential MV-wise. I feel like considering that there's these elements of that eye being shown, right, and certain scenes, there could be some lore potential, you feel me? I feel like there could be more lore potential. And this transition right here into verse 2, this part with the choreo, I like that transitioner there, but I wish they used like a completely new, maybe green screen type screen in verse 2 with Swan here.
Look in my eyes, dip inside.
That bass, the fact that, oh my goodness, Swan, the fact that this verse 2 happens and then there's this constant pacing going off of Swan here with this bass, and the only thing that we could really hone on is this bass and Swan herself. I really like how there's more emphasis, I wouldn't say emphasis, but more focus on Swan here, and being able to utilize Swan's like vocal color here and tone, it's just so cool. It's just so dope in this verse too.
Out of control. Damn.
And then somebody on Twitter actually saw this on my feed. Apparently, witches 1, 2, yeah, you know, they have all the members here. Witches are attached to the number 7 or something like that. I'm not into all that witch stuff, but yeah, with all the members. Yeah, all the members being all in this scene here with the eye and all. Like I said, you know, so much potential for the MV that, you know, could have happened. I could have went into a different direction per se, but I for one am not you know, a director or anything like that, but I just feel like there was so much lore potential to show like within this MV. Am I right? But almost forgot about this. Ire, come through with your lines, girl. Oh my goodness, I really love her lines here. There's like a distorted snare drum. I wouldn't say distorted, I would say like a muted snare drum, like some muted sounds in the back with the I would say the, yeah, the bass with Ida here, the rhyme scheme going on. And then Gia in here to follow it up after, right here. Yummy, yummy, it's the flavor I was wishing for. Sweet like bear, gummy, gummy. Love it, I love it. And that's do, and then this is more so doom doom. Doom 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 doom. And then there's sort of a vocal effect behind the doom 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 added with the synthesizers, right? But here, we gotta, yeah, the doo-doo is different. Oh my goodness, the purple is back. You already know, you already know. But this, right? Oh man, I'm so lost. Hold up. That's right. That's right. Good thing I got back here, because good thing I went back to this part here, right? Hold up. Yeah. The do different here. I'll make you swim in the purple world. This part here, okay, it is way drastically different from any other section in this song. You hear these epic drums roll through, and I'm like, whoa. Very rudimental with it in terms of the pattern. And then it kicks back up again with going. Elevates even more. Man, good thing we got back to that part of the song. But is it just me, or as if you're under a spell? Yeah. And then we have this, the last chorus in the song here, the final chorus part, I believe. Or I would say, yeah, I would say so. It's the last chorus. As sort of like almost as an outro. And then it just wraps up. I feel like guys, you know, is it just me, but like this part right here, the head, hips, knees, body. I wish there was one more line of that to make the song longer, and then just then wrap it up with the memeM. You feel me? So, seeing this now, this song actually might be shorter than 3 minutes, actually. I'm gonna have to check it out on, let's see, Spotify here. What is the actual duration of this song? 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Yeah, I wasn't wrong about this song being too short. If they added the one more liner there, it potentially could have been pretty close to 3 minutes, I'd have to say. But yeah, I think that's mainly due to how quick the bridge is done and how the tempo is shifted quite often in this song. In some moments they're really quick with it, with, you know, rapid fire with it. Some moments where they're just simply quick with it, you know what I'm saying? I think the duration really came through due to that reason right there. It's the tempo that's shifting and the bridge not being as long as your, I would say, typical bridges. I've got to say typical bridges as in like your standard bridge. I wouldn't say like, you know, what other bridges that we're hearing now these days by any means, because we have post bridges and all that stuff, and interludes added into the mix and stuff like that. But all in all, this will grow into like a 10 out of 10, or at least a 9.5 out of 10 with more and more listens. I can't even imagine how this is gonna go performance wise, but it's got everything that I didn't know that I need, plus what I needed, which was, you know, more of those like lines, of course, Ire and Jian. And like I said in previous reviews and stuff like that, you don't necessarily have to have a lot of lines, you know, to have a great impact for a certain member. If that line or like two lines there are iconic or memorable in some way, there is a good amount of impact and I would say influence and feel from that respective member upon that song. You know what I'm saying? As if they're one line or two or three lines weren't added in the song, it wouldn't feel the same. You feel me? But yeah, the epic tempo change in this song, the way that they come through with more iconic lines, and then I want to actually bring it back up here. I would say it would be right here. The fact that like the likes of Gohan and all the members are able to showcase their vocals, especially during the pre-chorus, right here. Wait, yeah, right here. And a bit of the wub going on. Man, as I'm hearing this more, I'm loving it more and more. But that drum work, really love that drum work. I think if anything, when it comes to songs that are very trap heavy, I would always love to hear more symphony instruments. I'm talking about like an upright bass, more epic drums. Give me more of those epic drums. But considering how this was played out with the tempo, I think everything was definitely considered on the music production side. I just think there's just something, you know, that more can be done when it comes to Purple Kiss MVs, right? Especially seeing how other MVs are implementing some sort of lore, at least something at the end of the MV, you feel me? But yeah, total bop and a half. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I need to know, because I can't be the only one that's freaking out with the tempo. Can't be freaking out with that verse 2, of course, with Swan. E-Ray added in the mix, that Gummy Gummy Bear line by Jian. Let me know your thoughts. If you have a favorite line or some favorite lines, let me know in the comment section down below. And I can't wait to check out, of course, that B-sides on the album. I did pre-order the physical album from Dear My Muse. Can't wait to do an unboxing of some sort with you guys on the channel here. But stay tuned, guys. Like I said, in the moving process and such. So sometime in April will be the Purple Kiss album review and reaction. But take care as always. Be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Just one smart connecting with fellow Flories in the comment section down below. And as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison, though, and peace.